Welcome back, students, to the another session of chapter Democracy. We have studied what is democracy. We have also studied what are the different forms of government. What is democracy? Democracy is where the government is selected from the people and they have been selected by the people. Now, in this coming session, in you will study what do you mean by people's power and what are the characteristics of this democracy. And you will also know what do you mean by rule of law. Okay, now can you tell me whose picture is there in the background? His name is Abraham Lincoln. According to him, he has defined democracy as democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now, let us divide this whole sentence into three parts. First sentence, democracy is a government of the people. Second, by the people, and third is for the people. Now let us know what we mean by a government of the people. In democracy, a government who has been elected, that that people are from among the common crowd. They are resident of India. Next one is by the people. By the people means the government that is there, they have been selected by whom? By the common people. How? By voting and election. Next, for the people. What do you mean by for the people? The government who is there controlling our country is working for the development of the people. Okay, have you got this three parts of this whole sentence? Now let us see next is how do citizens of a country participate in its government? How can we say that people are actively participating in making government? Now these are the characteristics that you will read now. First is election. Through election, people participate in selecting the government. So whoever the people want, they choose that particular person. Okay, how? Through election procedure, through giving vote, and thus vote is given by everyone. All the people who have attained the age of 18 years and above are giving the vote and they are participating in formation of the government. Next is choosing the representative of the country. So once voting and election procedures takes place, it's completed, then whoever wins, that person becomes a representative of the country. Like this time we have elected, we have like whole country has given a vote and given a majority vote to BJP. So BJP is ruling current India. So that person is a representative of our country. So whatever he or she will plan, that will be our voice. Okay, and that person also knows that representative also knows that what is the problem our country has. Next, if people are not satisfied with the government, they can easily remove them. Why? Because this election is held after every 5 years, and here people can easily remove them once after 5 years. So these are the procedures through which people participate there directly or indirectly. Till now, you have seen the different characteristics of democracy. You have seen how the very statement of Abraham Lincoln is true. There is one more very important feature of democracy is rule of law. This rule of law states that all are equal before law No distinction between president and general people. So whatever rules and regulations is made, that is both followed by the president and also by the general people. The president will not be treated as a privileged person. He will be treated equal in the eyes of law. Next, there is no one above the law. So this statement falls very true that if any person breaks the law, whether it is a president or whether it is a very rich person or whether they are poor, they are not above the law. Whatever misleading misleading things that is happening, that is done by rich people or the poor people, they will be equally considered wrong by the government. You have seen a lot of political leaders going to the jail. You have seen for the same case similar kind of treatment is done to them, and also you have seen common people going for the same kind of doing something wrong, they also go to the jail. So no one is above the law. If someone has done wrong, irrespective they are rich or poor, they are considered as wrong in the eyes of law. Next is no distinction based on social status, educated and uneducated. So once again, it is stating that due to this rule of law, there will not be any discrimination based on rich and poor, that is what social status is, based on educated and uneducated. If educated person is sitting on the chair, equally uneducated people should sit on the chair. They have got right. Even the rich people and the poor people, if rich people are given a seat in the bus, poor people should also be getting an equal opportunity to sit in the bus. So there is no distinction. Whatever resources government is providing to the people, it is for everyone. It is not only for few people. If the government has made some policies, it is only not restricted to one section of the society, that is either educated or uneducated, social status either rich or poor. Next, provides protection of individuals against social evils, that is untouchability, child marriage, sati and other forms of discrimination. So this rule of law always protect the people of country, that individuals should be away from social evils. First is untouchability. Untouchability was very much prevalent in the past, that rich people look down upon the poor people. They are not allowed to take out the water from the water table. But because of this rule of law, every person, whether rich or poor, have got the equal rights. Child marriages. According to the rule of law, again, a child whose age is 18 or below are not allowed to marry. That is a law. Sati, what do you mean by sati? Sati is again where women whose husband dies, they'll die off, or people kill them. Okay, according to their wish. So this was also banned by the law. And other forms of discrimination, there are lots of discriminations in the society where women are treated badly, where people are not getting equal salary. So all these discriminations are equal in the eyes of law, and this law protects all these kind of discriminations which is done against the people. So this rule of law has made every people well aware and protected in the country. No distinction will be made on social status, and distinction means no one will be partial towards one section of the society, either rich or poor, educated, uneducated, woman or girl. They are all woman or boy. They are all equal in the eyes of law. and they will be always protected by the law. Next, who makes law for us? So who make laws? We were talking about laws. So who makes laws? All the people whom we have elected, they make the law. And you have heard that there is a parliament where all these representatives whom we have selected through voting, they are sitting there and they are discussing about the topics, problems, benefits of for the country. And all the decisions are taken up by the parliament. You will be also surprised that when the meeting was held for making the constitution, all the people in the parliament sat together, made the constitution, and that constitution has given us all the rules and regulations to be in the country, to be followed in the country. Okay, so parliament whom we have elected, they are making the plans and they are solving out the problems in our country. They are the ones who are making laws for us. When we talk about parliament, it is a central government. That means all over India there is one central government which is taking care of all the country. But in our state, in every state there is state assemblies and they make laws for different states. Like in Jharkhand, there is a state assembly, and there the rules and regulations are made for the state at the state level. So there are laws made by the elected people whom we have elected them. Parliament who makes the laws for the whole country, whereas state assemblies make laws for the respective states. Okay, so till now in this session you have studied the definition of democracy which is given by Abraham Lincoln, and you have studied what are the characteristics of democracy, and you have also seen that who makes the laws for us. In the next sessions you will be completing the chapter, so make notes and write down the dates accordingly in your notebook.